Hello and welcome back to the Fortnightly Q&A. My name's Lumin and right now it is time to answer some of your questions. I'm a little bit late with this one as I usually am, but that's not a big deal. That's fine. I have been a little bit busy. We had some birthdays. Helene had a birthday, Nero had a birthday, we had our anniversary, we had some guests here. I'm back at it now though, I'm definitely really throwing myself at the YouTube channel and trying to get a lot of stuff done. I'm currently, today I was just spending a lot of time editing stuff. I have a lot of Division stuff that I'm working through, and I think most of today and most of last night was just Nero's birthday video. It's going up just before this, and it's amazing. I mean, generally anything with Nero in is just straight up the best, but this, well, this is going beyond anything I've done before. It's just so good. Hope you guys all watched and appreciated and enjoyed the Nero puppy birthday video as much as I did. I enjoyed making it, and obviously I enjoyed the whole day with Nero. It was great. It was really, really good. But let's get to the questions. Okay, a lot of what I wanted to say before starting will probably be answered throughout because of the questions that you guys left. Annelien Verstraete. That's probably not how you say that name, but whatever. Hi Lumin, would you consider moving to Belgium? The language is a lot like South Africans, but a lot of people also speak English. I would consider moving anywhere. Don't even joke around now. Of course I'd consider going to Belgium. Man, I've heard nothing but, well, no, I can't say that. I haven't heard that much, but I know a couple of people from there, and they're great. And as far as I've heard, it is a very multilingual place. Like, all the languages. I don't know, like a lot of Dutch, German, French people, obviously a lot of English, but like just all of it is there. Somehow all squashed into that little place. But yeah, I mean, we would seriously consider going anywhere. We're going to have some news on what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks and or months soon, I hope. So you guys can stay tuned for that. I think I sort of confused a couple of people by constantly saying we're waiting for our passports, because we currently not actually waiting for our passports. We are waiting for my father's citizenship papers to arrive, then we're going to be waiting for our passports. The passport should come instantly after that, but you know, it's a different thing. And it's taking long because of the new year and because of everything that's going on in Germany. They're working very slowly, and then obviously it's from Germany to South Africa to here, like everyone that it has to go through makes it really painful. Makes it quite a wait. So we don't have any news on that yet, but hopefully I'll have something good to say soon regarding the whole internet and streaming thing. We'll see. The In-Tune Katu. Is that even one word? I think it is. Hi Lumin. What is your PC spec and what settings are you playing WoW on at the moment? I don't usually answer stuff about PC specs because it's actually on my channel page, but I have a 3930K Intel 3930K. That's the processor that I've got. It's not running at anything special. Like, I'm running at the standard base clock speed. Okay, I'm not overclocking it in any way. I've got a GTX Titan. Not the Titan Black, not the faster version of the Titan, just the GTX Titan. I've got 16 gigs of RAM. I have a solid state drive plus like 3 other hard drives. That's all you want to know, right? That's pretty much it. I don't think I can say much more. I have a Asus Republic of Gamers motherboard in here. Don't know which one it is. I can't remember. It's pretty good, I guess. But there you go. That's it. The chip is an i7 3930K. In case you didn't know that. But it's nothing special anymore. I run WoW on full, max, everything ultra high. As high as it can go. I think it runs well for the most part. I actually get a bit of a drop in like massive encounters like Ashran or Raid. Ashran nowadays is not a massive encounter anymore, but you know, big places. Raids actually are usually fine unless they're like 40-man raids. Normal size raids, 15 to 20-man raids, they're perfect. They don't slow me down at all. I get a bit of FPS loss in garrisons because there's so much clutter in there, but for the most part it runs pretty well. Like, I'm happy with how my WoW performs, especially considering how old the game is and how I guess, bad the engine is. The graphics card specifically doesn't do much for WoW. I think WoW is much more reliant on just your CPU. Anyway, next. 40XX. How the hell don't you have any signs of dark circles around your eyes, considering how much time you are spending in front of the monitor? Dark magic? I have dark lines around my eyes. You just can't see them. Maybe it's the camera just completely cutting them out. What do they say about the camera? I know that's the camera adds 10 pounds. What does it say? I don't know. Maybe that's something completely different. That's not what I was thinking about. But maybe it is just the lighting or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But there are dark circles. I think it also depends on how much I sleep. I've not been sleeping very well recently. I've just not. For various reasons, I've just not been getting good sleep. And because of that, I've had to like delay a couple of my recordings and stuff. I don't want to record if I'm not feeling good, or if I'm not well rested, or if I'm not just ready for it and excited about what I'm going to be doing. I don't want to record then. Anthony Muller. Hey Lumin, don't know if this has been answered, but have you thought about doing edited versions of your playthrough videos that keep them to just the highlights? I absolutely love your videos, but I no longer have the time to take an hour to watch them. Also, those highlight videos would be a good way for newcomers to get acquainted with your channel. Look, I would love to be able to do highlight videos of everything I do, like just take highlights out of every single episode and put them in little, I don't know, collections, then maybe like every 10 episodes release a highlight video. I would love to do that, but I just don't have the time to go back and watch everything through because I'm very, very perfectionistic when it comes to stuff like that. I would go overboard with it, and it would be bad for my health and for pretty much everything, because it would take me so long to do. I would be obsessive about it, and because of that, again, I don't think I can do it for all the playthroughs and stuff. But what I am considering doing is doing little highlight videos for each playthrough. I know that's not what you're asking for. I realize that is absolutely not what you're asking for, but it's sort of related. I was considering doing like a trailer type highlight video for each series, and then that can be just the poster child of that series. People can watch that and they can be like, oh, this looks fun, this looks interesting, this guy looks like he has a good time when he's playing this game, and they can watch the entire playthrough from start to finish because of that. Don't know if it's going to be that simple, don't know if it's going to be that good or easy or whatever, but I'm going to try. I've already made one for Fallout, and I think it's a pretty good video. It's all from one episode. It's a little trailer type thing. All the footage is from one episode, and I think it does a good job at sort of portraying what my playthroughs are like. So I'll release that at some point soon. I'm also going to be re-uploading the first episode of Fallout. This may be a huge mistake, but I'm going to do it because I accidentally left some pieces in the introduction segment of that episode that should not have been there, and I'm very embarrassed about that, so I don't want it there. It irritates me having it there, so I'm going to be uploading the first one again along with the trailer, and that'll happen within the next week or two. It's actually done, it's just I want to make sure everything's ready for it. But the highlights, I know that when I do stream, I'm going to be trying to do highlights from the stream as well. Shorter highlight videos, then link people to the VODs so that they can check it out if they want, or to the stream itself so they can check it out if they want. I think that should be fun. But I would love to do what you're saying. I just don't think I have the time to do that, to put them together, to go and find. Maybe putting them together is not what's going to take all the time. To go and find the parts that I think are highlights. I'm currently working on Division footage, and oh my, I recorded so much of it while the Division beta was up, and going through all of it takes ages because I want to listen to every single word I say to see if there are those little moments that are fun or funny or interesting or show a good piece of the game off or whatever. And again, I'm so meticulous with it that it ends up taking really long. I'm enjoying it, I'm loving doing it, and I think that the end result might be really good, but we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I don't know how I'm going to do it all. I have been trying to mix things up with adventure-worthy. I have been getting mixed input. Like, I've been getting both positive and negative feedback regarding the highlight adventure-worthy. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet, but we'll see. I personally couldn't stop laughing at the Dying Light video. I loved it. I loved the way I did it. I loved the style of the video where it's sort of introduction, gameplay highlights, conclusion type thing. was fun. Maybe I should make it a bit shorter, then people will be happier. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm working on that, and I'm thinking about a lot of that. Now, however, we are moving on to questions from Celtic Uchu. A whole page full of questions. Konnichiwa, Lumin. Happy 2016. Hope you enjoyed your holidays and got some well-deserved rest. No, I didn't. I mean, I enjoyed the holidays, I didn't get the rest. So let's get to the questions. I didn't submit questions for the last couple of Q&As since I didn't think of any really good ones. Plus, I know some of my past questions have been questions that require long responses. So, since you're doing roughly 1 hour Q&As, are you prepared, Lumin? Are you prepared to answer some questions? Are you prepared to answer 2016 questions? Like 2016 questions? No, I would not be prepared for that. Mwahahaha. That's the last line. Man, don't even joke around. That's about as many as you left because it's a full page. So, number 1. Since you'll be getting onto Twitch soon, how are you going to handle stream chat moderation? Will you be relying on a bot, or will you have a mod team or combination? If you're going to be using real people, do you already have people in mind, or will you be looking to your community for potential mods? If you're going to go with the community members, how would they submit applications? Will you be looking for anything specific, i.e. previous mod experience, etc.? So, firstly, I will be using a combination. I don't know how to set up a bot. I don't know how to use a bot or whatever, but I want a bot in the stream, and I also want some mods from the community. Do I have any in mind? Yes, I do. I have some people that I know well in mind already, and then I also have, not like close real-life friends, I mean like internet people that I know. Then I have some guildies from our WoW guild that I feel might want to be part of something or help with something like that. They could potentially help me out, and some other ideas. But yes, I will absolutely be picking people from the community as well. What am I looking for in potential mods? That's so easy. That is such an easy thing to answer. It's like, just be a good person, have good it's easy to answer. I guess it might be easy to answer, but it's not always the easiest thing. But be a good judge of character. Like you gotta just know. Sometimes people get excited, they spew some stuff into chat, and it's just because they're excited. They're not trying to be like bad or bad-mannered or trying to ruin the experience for anyone else. And sometimes people are just being douchey or whatever, and then you should know the difference between those. I don't know. Like, I'll just be looking for good people. People that I think are good people, and that's it. That's it. Previous mod experience, cool. Yeah, whatever. That's nice as well. I don't know. It's not important. I think that anyone who can read can probably be a mod on Twitch, because it's quite basic to do it. I mean, I know sort of how it works. It's like, you don't need to be a genius to figure that out. You just sort of, you do it if you want to. So, just, yeah, we'll see. There's no concrete plans, though. No concrete plans. 2. I don't watch a lot of streams, mostly due to time, but some of the ones I do watch and tune into briefly are essentially streamers promoting a donation community, i.e. getting people to give money to get thanks from the streamer, for the streamer to read a donation comment or to hear various sound effects or whatever else there may be. This is something I don't find entertaining, as I tune in for the person and the game, not the streamer doing X or Y just because they got X amount of money. How will you be handling this type of streaming culture when you start streaming? I also don't really like the I feel bad saying it, but the desperate feel on certain streams. The stream should be about the game you're playing above all else, and about the person playing it above all else. That's it. Along with that, most important things to attach to that: the community, the chat, the experience for everyone. Those things that you mention in there. What is that? What is that? Go watch the stock exchange or something if you want to see lots of money. I don't know. Okay, that's terrible. No, I'm sorry. It's just, no, that's not what it should be like. I personally think if someone wants to donate, if you have a little thing that says, wow, someone donated, top donator, whatever, that's fine. It can show the list of the last couple of donations, whatever. It shouldn't take over the whole screen and like interrupt you while you're busy playing through a gripping part of the story when someone gives a donation. I don't think so. Okay, I think it's cool if there's maybe a small sound that pops up and it says somewhere off to the side, you know, this person donated, maybe a notification for when someone subscribes or follows or whatever. Cool. I think following maybe is a bit excessive, but yeah, I like that kind of stuff, but it must never be excessive, and I know exactly what you're saying. It irritates me so much. So much. I can't do that. I would never be able to do that. You guys know how I am already. I don't think that I'd be able to sit there for X amount of hours reading out donation messages and, like, I don't know, saying thanks to people for giving money. No. If you want to donate, you do it out of the kindness of your own heart because you want to support me as the person that I'm, you know, I don't know. If you want to do it, you do it. And you do it because you want to do it, not because you want to get something out of it. That's basically it. Okay? What you would get out of it is many hours of entertainment. Time spent with me, with a community of people that might be watching me or, you know, interacting with me or whatever. I don't think you asked a question regarding this, but that's also something that I would directly link to this, is the way one interacts with chat. I do feel like, and I've never done it before, but I do feel like this will be something that I'll easily be able to pick up, and it's something that can be fun. It can be fun for me and for everyone watching and for people typing in chat. It's something that, you know, it's a couple of years ago it was unheard of. Okay, it's just the idea of something like Twitch TV. And it's right now something that I personally, I just can't wait for. I desire more than anything. It's going to be so much fun. Being able to interact with people that are enjoying a game or experiencing something with you live in real time. That right there. That's why people should watch your stream, why they should donate, why they should subscribe. I just have a tough time sometimes understanding how certain people run their streams. It's difficult. Okay, and I personally think that I will be doing an amazing job at it, and I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I think it's going to be something that I'll take to really well and really quickly. And I think that you guys and myself, we're all going to have an amazing time. I think so. Now, Jesse's Twitch channel is based on an old payment model one Twitch has tried to get him to change. You're going to have to tell me what that is, because I don't know. I have no idea. If it was completely up to you, what would you have for a channel sub fee? Would it be a one-time fee, monthly, bi-monthly, or something else? So I don't know what Jesse's is, but like, not too often, not too rarely. One-time fee, would that be a bit more or a bit? I'm assuming that would be a little bit more in a one-time thing. I don't know how it. That's one thing I don't know much about. Okay, the monetary side of Twitch TV. So I know that most channels have that little button that says $4.99 or whatever. Is that for? Do they subscribe for 1 month? Is that them subscribing for 1 month? I mean, I think it's an okay set up, an okay deal. Like, I would obviously, for subscribers, the way I would do it is I would have things that happen. I would have days, probably a lot of them, where we do things together, but not just for subscribers. I think that is a bad way of doing it. Like, you should always definitely include everyone. Don't say, okay, you've got to subscribe if you want to be part of this. That's bad. That's stupid, okay? But there will be benefits to being a subscriber, along with, you know, just I think you get like a certain amount of emotes and stuff you can use or whatever, those cool little, I can't wait for those. Anyway, no, there are going to be reasons to subscribe, and I want to make it worth it for people. I mean, I'm not going to like go out of my way to try and make some crazy stuff up for people to subscribe or whatever, but it's going to be good. Okay, and I don't know how the payment model will work, because I don't know what choices people have. Do people have choices? Do you now currently get to actually choose how you want to do it? I thought it was just standard, that Twitch sets up the way you do it, and that's it. I know you choose when to run ads, which sometimes irritates me when people run too many. Like, if you're streaming for many hours, you shouldn't run an ad every 5 minutes or something. I've seen that. Not even joking. Anyway. In your plans for 2016 video, you mentioned merch ideas. How would you feel about a line of merchandise featuring the Battle Wife? I see now that you said how would Helene feel about a lineup. Not me. Probably not amazing. We're going to start with a line of merchandise featuring Nero, and we're going to see where we go from there. I think that we've already got an artist in mind, and we're going to speak to her soon, and we're going to see what we can come up with, because I think Nero is an amazing mascot, and he deserves to be immortalized in some form of merchandise, so we're going to see what's up with that. I don't know how we're going to do it yet, but I will buy all my own merchandise because it's going to be amazing. 6. 5. What games are you looking forward to in 2016? Are there any that you're going to be hopping into on day one? I have something prepared for this. I have a bunch of websites here that are listing their most anticipated games of 2016. The reason I have this here, the reason I'm not doing it from memory, is because I have a terrible memory, and I would never be able to remember all the games that I'm excited for. So here's a little picture. I can see the lady from Mirror... Is her name Faith? Mirror's Edge? Mirror's Edge? Is it Mirror's Edge? Click, click, click. There we go. Catalyst. Super excited about that. I want to actually do a full Let's Play of Mirror's Edge at some point. I heard it was quite short, so I might just record the whole thing and throw it all up on like the same day or whatever, and let you guys enjoy it with me. I'm gonna go through the lists now. Far Cry Primal, no. I mean, yes and no. Like, it looks cool and all. I don't think I'll buy that day one or whatever. No Man's Sky, absolutely keen for that. Super keen. Legend of Zelda Wii U, I would love that. If I had a Wii U, I'd be all over that. It looks so good. Man, oh man. XCOM 2, that released. I didn't want to spend that kind of money on a game that I wasn't going to do a full Let's Play on, because I probably wouldn't find the time to play it anyway. Like, the little bit of free time that I have, and I'm trying to have less free time because I'm trying to do more with the channel. This coming week is going to be crazy crunch week, okay? I'm going to do so much in this week. But XCOM 2, I didn't buy it because, again, I wasn't sure I'd spend enough time with it to make up for that $60 price tag. I don't know. And the dollars are now worth so much for us that I feel even worse spending them. Anyway, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Definitely. That game, I cannot wait for. More so even than Mirror's Edge that I mentioned now. Like, Deus Ex Human Revolution was amazing. I loved playing through that. I was still very green, like it was one of my first Let's Plays, and I just had a blast. Okay, I enjoyed it so much. I mentioned Mirror's Edge, The Division. Oh man, I'm excited for The Division. Don't know if I'll get it day one. I'm considering getting it day one. I played the beta quite a lot, and the proximity-based voice chat. Oh, I wish I could stream by the time Division was out, but I'm not going to be able to. It's like, you'll see in the videos that I put up, I had so much fun. Like, more than you can imagine. I don't want to say trolling people, okay, because I didn't do that, but like, really getting into it, role-playing in the game, and like, just interacting with the people in the world there, because voice chat is on for everyone. Like, you can talk, and it transmits your voice to everyone around you, proximity-based, that's why it's called that, and you can just walk around, you come up to another player in the dark zone, that's where I spent most of my time, in the PvP zone. You can shoot them if you'd like, then you'll go rogue and you become an enemy to everyone can hunt you down, but you can walk around, you can talk to them, and they'll immediately just hear you, and then they can either reply by chatting or actually talking to you, and with that I just had so much fun. You would not believe the shenanigans I got up to. Like, right at the start when I got in there, I got killed by this person in a white jacket, okay? That's like all I saw of this person. Then I walked around and I started telling people, you know, there's this dude in the white jacket who killed me. We gotta go find him. Then I had like this whole crew of people following me, like 5, 6, 7 people walking around after me looking for people. And then they're like, oh, this guy's got a white jacket. Is it him? Is this the guy we're looking for? And I'm like, no. It was a different white jacket. It was brighter than that. But you keep your eye on that guy, because he may be an imposter as well. And we kept going, and it was just so much fun. And there's another situation where I was talking to this guy, and we were going down into the sewers together, and it was like super scary down there, dark and like falling apart, and like dead bodies and dirty stuff. It was scary. Okay, it was like really gnarly down there, and I was telling him about all the bad things that happened down there, and how he should watch out, if he's got a weak heart, this is not where he wants to be. And like I could visibly see he was like every time I said something, like stopped and he looked around and he was like, okay, whoa, should I be going down here? Should I be following this guy? And we went down there together, and it was stuff like that. Okay, stuff like that. I was doing that a lot, and it was a blast. I was having so much fun. I wasn't streaming it. I recorded some of it. I wasn't streaming it, but it was super fun. So Division, kind of excited about it. I don't know about the game's single player and like how much longevity it's going to have and all that, but the idea and the way they set it up and stuff was really cool. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, I don't know what that is. Uncharted 4, I like Uncharted, but I've never played. We've actually got them, I've not gotten around to playing them. Quantum Break, don't know what that is. Can't be excited about it if I don't know what it is. Crackdown, Dark Souls 3. Yeah, Doom, I'm quite excited about Doom. Definitely keen to see how the new Doom is going to be. I've always been a Quake/Doom player at heart. It's always been something that I've enjoyed. So Doom, definitely looking forward to that. Dishonored 2, absolutely looking forward to that. Don't know when it's coming, but looks good. Looks really good. Final Fantasy 15, yeah, okay. Also excited about that. Not so much though, because, well, life. Horizon Zero Dawn, I saw some footage of this. It looked really cool. It sort of combined old schooly Far Cry Primal type stuff with new schooly robots and stuff. I don't know, it looked good. It looked quite good. Mario and Luigi, no. Mass Effect Andromeda, yes please. You guys do not need me to tell you how excited I am for that. Recall looked quite fun. I don't know what that is actually all about, but it looked nice in the trailer that I saw. Let's move on to the next website. Game Informer has this long list. I'm not going to look at the list. I'm looking for pictures. I want visual stimulation. Oh, here's someone with Recall right at the top of the list. Yeah, okay. Doom, Recall, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, Dark Souls, Tom Clancy, Dead Island 2. Yeah, that could be good. The Last Guardian. I'm sorry, I'm just going through all of this quickly to see if there's anything interesting to talk about. Unravel, Horizon Zero Dawn, like I said, that looks really good. Kingdom Hearts 3, yes. I've never played any Kingdom Hearts games, but yes. Maybe I'll get to play through those for the first time ever on stream. Damn. What else is there? Overwatch. Oh, yes. Definitely Overwatch and Legion, obviously, and the new Hearthstone, obviously. Here's Deus Ex, Street Fighter, Far Cry Primal, Hitman. Not so excited about Hitman, that's for sure. Mirror's Edge, Lego games, Ratchet & Clank, Fable Legends. I don't even know about Fable anymore. Like, what even happened to that? What is Matterfall? Tekken, Detroit. Yeah, okay. Well, I think we've seen pretty much all of it. I was excited about Witness until I saw the way the puzzles worked, all exactly the same. I'm certain, absolutely sure, it's still a great game. I just can't. I can't spend $40 on a game that's just going to be that. As much as I want to enjoy it, I'll wait till it goes on special or something. Firewatch, I'm very keen for that. I've actually mailed the people to see if I could get a preview copy, but no. I'm excited about Firewatch. It looks pretty good. Far Cry Primal again, The Division again, Hitman again. A lot of these lists are the same. Adrift. I don't know what that is. It looks good. Eve Valkyrie. Lucky's Tale looks nice. Whatever that is. Dark Souls 3. Star Fox Zero. Okay, fine. That is most of it. Are we done? Doom. Halo Wars. Last Guardian. Destiny 2. What? Don't even joke around. I thought Destiny was going to be this all-encompassing game of the ages. How can they release a second one? Puh. I don't know if I like Destiny anymore. That ruins it. I thought they're going to keep updating the same game and sort of just work on that and keep it going forever and ever. Okay, well that's it. I've gone through a whole lot of them. I've sort of told you, oh, Red Dead Redemption Remake would be so good because I never got to play that, so yeah. Next, since you're on the... Wow, we were answering questions, guys. I got carried away. Number 6. Since you were on the TGS podcast ages ago, do you have a stand-in offer to be a guest on Co-optional, or would you have to wait for an invite? I don't have a stand-in offer, that's for sure, but if I do go and ask, I might. You know, I mean, I met and spent a bit of time with like Dodger and Krendor. Not that Krendor really matters if I'm going to be taking his spot at BlizzCon, and sort of, I've got a bit of a relationship with them. Slightly less with Total Biscuit, especially nowadays, seeing that he's so busy with all sorts of things. But, I mean, I think if I asked really nicely, maybe, but I wouldn't want to do it if my internet couldn't handle it, which right now it can't. So, yeah, one day, again, maybe. Not really a question, more of an observation. I watch a number of YouTube creators, and some of those include cooking channels. One by the name of Donald Skihan. Interesting name, an Irish fellow. Okay. In my opinion, similar type of happy energy as you. Question part is, once you move, would you consider doing collaborations with other channels that aren't video game related? I think that's all of my questions for this round. So, I mean, absolutely. With anyone, anywhere, like, whatever, yeah, sure. I wouldn't mind. Someone who's actually professional at something like cooking, that would be a little intimidating. But I could handle it. I know my way around the kitchen. Said no one about me ever. That leaves 2,000 questions, the remaining of which, if asked monthly, would be roughly 180 questions a month for the rest of the year. Well, now, you best get started typing those. Once on a better internet connection, hopefully you'll be able to produce a good amount of long-form content. Keep up the good work, and hopefully you'll be out of South Africa shortly. We'll see how things go. I'll keep you guys all updated. And thank you so much once again, Celtic Uchu. You are the life of a lot of these Q&As, and I appreciate it. You, along with some of the other people in here that, you know, always leave questions. I seriously do appreciate it. Thank you. Max4903. Hi Lumin, that was a nice Q&A. Many questions about games. Yeah, it's nice. I love answering questions about games, of course. Your ideas about WoW 2, or whatever you'd call it, would be very interesting. Even for me who's never played WoW. That's the idea. You know, you start with something like that. You just revitalize a game entirely. Then even people who had no interest in it before, they might jump in. So, if there's a Dishonored 2, you have to do a Let's Play on it, as you did for the first one. There is a Dishonored 2, and I might do a Let's Play on it, or something like that, as I did for the first one. I'm gonna play Dishonored 2. Okay? I am, by the way, watching, again, your Let's Play of Legend Grimrock 1 and 2. So good, how I found your channel in the first place. I also recommend... I'm glad you enjoyed those. I think that Grimrock 1 was sort of an important milestone for me. It was one of the big growth points of my channel, as well as being one of the first Let's Plays where I was like I was happy with it from start to finish. It felt good. Okay, it felt good. That's how I found your channel. I also recommend, if you haven't already, look at these two Hearthstone decks. Hunter, Dragon's Rilla. I played that one. I have a video up about that. You can go check my Hearthstone playlist, or just search on my channel for the name. I did play that one, and then Arena Rogue. I haven't tried Arena Rogue. I will. I'll try Arena Rogue. I think that Rogue players are going to be so desperate come the next expansion, because we're losing Tinker's Sharpsword Oil, that, well, they might try anything. But, I don't know. Blizzard will have to add something new to sort of take its place. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I know you have the same feeling as me about concerning Hunter and Rogue in the current meta. They're not doing so well. So here are some decks to maybe let you try the classes again as I did. Keep the good work up and the attitude come in. Also, have you heard of the MMO Black Desert Online? I'm not going to answer that now, because there's actually another question about Black Desert Online coming up in just a couple. So I'll talk about it then, and you can just wait for that. Okay? As for the rest of it, I'm happy that I don't have to play Hunter anymore. Seeing that, yeah, it doesn't feel great playing it right now, but I have to still play Rogue, because I want to get Rogue to Golden, so that's going to happen at some point. Not so keen, but at the same time, very keen. We'll see. Currently on Priest, like I said in my previous video. We did talk about that. Yes, I did. I'm currently on 430 wins out of 500 with Priest, and feeling good about that. I'm playing Dragon Priest, probably all the way to 500. I'm going to spend this whole month playing Priest. Oh, well, for as long as it takes to get Priest to Golden. I play like a couple of games a day. I've been doing okay. I think I'm ranked 13 or 14 now. Not amazingly high yet, not played that much yet, but enjoying Priest. I have already got, for those that don't know, a Golden Hunter and a Golden Paladin. So I got 500 wins on each of them. I'm now working on Priest, then I'll move on to Rogue. It's exciting. I'm enjoying it. Elissa L plays. Hey Lumin, not sure if this has been asked before, but I'll ask anyway. If you could mash two games together, what would they be? For example, Mass Effect / Dragon Age game where both universes come together would be cool. Or maybe Fallout meets Elder Scrolls. Imagine downing a dragon with a fat man. So what would your favorite be? Keep up the great content and keep being a good laugh. Thanks for the question. I don't know. Like, the thing is, I would prefer to mash games up that I play regularly. And it's funny, like, okay, one thing that I'll give you on the side is I'd love to see what a different version of Hearthstone would be like. That's something completely on the side, because it's not quite as exciting, it's not quite as extravagant as Dragon Age meets Mass Effect or Fallout meets Elder Scrolls or whatever, but like, imagine something like an Overwatch Hearthstone or a StarCraft Hearthstone or something else, something entirely different / Hearthstone in that same way, or that same style of play. That would be kind of cool. But as for like the bigger game series, I would always be super excited about mixing together a futuristic game, a sci-fi, with something like more old schooly fantasy type. Maybe I say old schooly meaning like olden days, sword and board, you know, big plate chainmail armor, stuff like that. So I'll say I'd love to see something like WoW meets Deus Ex. That's like really random, I know, but something in the Deus Ex universe, but with characters and stuff from what? No, that doesn't make sense either. Oh my god. How would I do this? Wait, hold on. Which way around would it go? Like, I'm just thinking to myself, it wouldn't be so much fun seeing someone like Adam Jensen in the World of Warcraft, but it would be super fun seeing, like, this lady character with a sword on her back go into the future. Imagine that for a second. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work at all, but it would be fun to see. Damn. Now, it's difficult because mixing together games is obviously going to be done two separate ways. Like, you'd mix the gameplay or you'd mix the worlds. So another thing that I would love is the world of Deus Ex with the gameplay of something like GTA Online. Oh my god, why has that not been done before? Has that been done before and I just missed it? A big sci-fi world where you have this like cityscape going off into the distance as far as you can see, skyscrapers. You got that Blade Runner Fifth Element type feel where the buildings are so high in the sky that there are clouds amongst them and you can't see the ground. The ground is nowhere. You don't even know. It's like the dark zone down there, and you can explore all of this on these multiple levels. You use vehicles that can obviously traverse these great distances. Oh man, I'd love that. Another one. Pokemon meets... Where would I want Pokemon? Something. I want Pokemon somewhere else. I want someone from Pokemon or whatever, to go catch them all in a different universe. Imagine that. Oh, it would be great. But I always want, and this is something I've always like, it's been a thing. I've always wanted Pokemon type gameplay in other games. Like, I just love the gameplay in that. And I hate that they keep releasing new Pokemon games, because like then you get the one, you play it a bit, and then the next one's already out, and you, oh man, I want like a persistent online, forever lasting That's the kind of question, Elissa, that man, you can just sit here and think about for like days. Kleber, hey Lumin, recently watched all your GTA Online videos, and let me tell you, I've never laughed so hard. Have you been playing more of it off camera? Can you give us an update on Thug Life Lumin? Most importantly, did you get the grand outfit? I did not get the grand outfit, and I have not been playing very much off camera. I logged in once a couple of weeks ago because there was a new update, and I just looked quickly. Man, the stuff that they've released, they released yachts. bunch of new vehicles, a couple of new missions and stuff. I really badly want to play that again, but the chances are I'll only play that when I can stream again. I don't know. I had the best time ever. Like, I had such a great time playing GTA Online, recording those videos. You can see it in the videos. You can obviously see it in the videos. I thought it was a perfect fit for me and the channel, and it was like, it took me out of my comfort zone while at the same time it provided me with the kind of entertainment that I absolutely enjoy. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. And I definitely want to play more, but I don't really have much of an update to give you now. Shadow Tales the Warrior. Hey Lumin, what do you think about the story of Guild Wars 2? I personally thought it was great, but some of the NPCs weren't used to their full potential. So, Guild Wars 2 story, I only played until... It's disgraceful, I know. I played so much Guild Wars, but I never finished the personal story on all my characters, or any of my characters. I played until the invasion on, is it Claw Island or whatever, outside of Lion's Arch. So I never got to play through all the living story stuff or anything like that. And until that point, I gotta say it was fun. Like, yeah, sure, you sort of crave or yearn for more from certain characters, but I thought it was fun and it looked interesting until then. I heard some good and bad things about what comes after the main story of the base game, where you know, you with Divinity's Edge and all that, and you fight in Zaitan, that's the base game. After that, it's sort of the living world stuff with Scarlet and all the rest. I've heard mixed reviews of that, haven't played it very much, but I wouldn't be able to tell you, like, okay, these NPCs or those NPCs didn't get enough love. I wouldn't be able to give you specifics, but I can say that I personally enjoyed it, and I liked what was happening in Heart of Thorns as well. I did. I just never got to play it as much as I wanted to, I guess. I don't know. I need to jump back in there. I still have 3 long Guild Wars videos that I haven't uploaded, that I recorded last year. Like, when did Heart of Thorns release? A week after Heart of Thorns release, I recorded them and they're sitting on my PC. I just didn't upload them. Should I upload them? I don't know. I should probably. Maybe not. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I thought that I was sort of having a mixed time as well, where, like, I wasn't finding stuff as easily as I should have. I was dying a lot. I struggled in the new Heart of Thorns zones. And it's good to see that in a video, because it gives you an authentic experience kind of look at the expansion, but at the same time might not have been as entertaining as other videos were. Nah. Nadav Nevo. Hey Lumin. Man, it's amazing how quickly I lose interest in WoW whenever I cancel my sub. This is not actually a question. This was actually more just the tips, hints and tips for newbie raiders. Get TeamSpeak. Or whatever voice chat program a guild uses. Don't be afraid to ask if you don't know the fight. And listen. Those are the 3 hints and tips that Nadav Nevo, who used to be a raider with us in World of Warcraft, who probably will raid with us again at some point. That's the tips that he gives. He's, if I'm not mistaken, a raid leader or main tank in Star Wars, The Old Republic, which is also something I want to check out at some point. But, next question. Well, next question. That wasn't really a question. Navina Weiss. Thanks for answering my question. I really enjoyed your thoughts. Although, laser swords wouldn't fit in the WoW universe. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. But, I mean, I thought that they might just further their technology a little bit. Laser swords, fine. But, like, more futuristic-y, maybe Final Fantasy type swords. I don't know. I don't know. Also, please start ESO's LP up again. I was just looking back at your several vids that you did, and you were getting decent views on them. You also have... Oh, they've released the Orsinium DLC, and Thieves Guild will be released in the first quarter of 2016, followed by Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, Thieves Guild's out right now. I looked at it and I thought, wow, it's pretty cool. It looks good. And Dark Brotherhood, well, that'll also be good. I'm certain of that. I love that they releasing the DLC so regularly. Do you have to buy that? Do you have to buy that DLC? I'm assuming because it's DLC, it might have to be bought. I don't know. As for the views on the videos, yeah, I think they got decent views. I think most of those views are actually from the character creation video, which is at 500,000 views right now. It's by far my most viewed video, and all of them are just trickling in from that. People watch the character creation, then they go check the LPs out. They either watch it or they don't, whatever, but they do check it out. Let's see. Make a poll, ask your community to specifically vote if they want or don't want ESO vids on your channel, and post the official vote results. My next question, will you be playing Black Desert online? They have a beautiful character creation that needs a detailed inspection from you. Here's a link where you can get it. For some reason, I couldn't. It says not allowed in your country. Hold on. Let's just see if they maybe fixed that. I'm having a look quickly. Okay. While I move on to the next question. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question while it's loading, apparently. I don't know if it really is. Daniel the D, I heard you completed the Legacy of the Void story. What do you think about it? And will you play the epilogue? I finished the epilogue as well, obviously. For me, the game was a blast. Many thought that the story was lame. I'm curious what you thought about it. I thought it was great. Your country is restricted from accessing our service. I don't know why. I can't open Black Desert. I will maybe check it out when it launches. Or just before launch or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Daniel the D. I didn't think the story was lame. I think that it was what it had to be for it to be the conclusion of this epic trilogy. Okay, it had to do... They had to do something like they did with StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. I thought after the Protoss campaign that it wasn't that great. I thought to myself, well, it's okay. A little bit too happy, a little bit too positive or whatever. But then when I played the epilogue, then I saw what was actually going on, and that concluded the game nicely for me. I was a big fan of how they did everything with Raynor, Artanis, Kerrigan, and the loose ends that they were. I thought it was great. Okay, and I think that there are still stories that need to be told. So after we get the Nova Covert Ops DLC, we might get some more of those stories in the form of DLC as well. Overall, I was a huge fan of it. The TF Starscream. Are you going to be trying the new MMO Blade and Soul? I have it on my PC. I was going to record a video on it when it came out, and I just never got around to it because some other stuff started up, and I was sort of like caught up in that other stuff, and then Darkest Dungeon, Dying Light, and Division and those things, they all started happening, and then I just didn't get the time. Now, obviously, I think to myself, wow, it might be too late, but I might still look at it soon. Okay, because I played through the first little bit to just see what it was like. I looked at the character creation, whatever, and it seemed interesting. I was actually interested in that game, so I will probably look at it at some point. Yes. But there you go, that was the last question. If you guys have any questions for the next Q&A, which should be up in around 2 weeks, give or take, usually a little bit longer, then you can leave them below in the form of comments. I welcome any and all questions relating to anything, real-life games, the internet, whatever. Looking forward to them. You can check back here soon for that. Give it a like, share it, and do all your stuff. Thanks again for the amazing questions that you left this time around. Very happy with them, very happy to answer them. It was fun. So there you go. Happy that.